Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mortal Kombat spoiler review. This is, if you haven't seen the film, go watch that gory, violent, profanity filmed.
Yeah, you're very hyped.
I think we can end that. We can end the review there because he's pretty much explained it.
that's
See you guys later.
Go watch that.
Now-
Come back and then hear all of our. We're going to be talking about all the blood, all the fatalities,
Yeah.
all of our
If
characters
you want to
that
hear
we
some
like.
just general
If
overview
you,
thoughts,
if you haven't seen the film yet and you just want to go, what
Blood?
these idiots think about the movie was spoiler free, we have our spoiler review, which is somewhere here. Spoiler free review, I should say.
There you go.
Which is here.
And now blood?
Blood.
Our blood?
And now back to blood.
Okay, Alex, what was your favorite blood?
Oh my god! So I
Do
feel
we
like,
want to go through? Do we want to go by the sequence of the
yes.
movie?
can we just go through our favorite? Like I've got here our favorite moments / fights. I think we will have the same favorite moment.
Yeah.
and let's just talk about it.
Oh no, I want to say
Yeah.
this too. There's
There's
a
two?
favorite. There's a favorite moment, and then there's a favorite fatality.
So my would you want? I don't know what your favorite moment is, but can I just go on to the one?
You know what my favorite moment
know.
was?
My favorite moment in the film was fucking Kung Lao throwing down his hat and
Oh, yeah.
sawing
Doing the-
that bitch in half.
doing the
Fuck yeah.
whole like
Could-
sawmill
So
thing.
this is clearly the one that got pushed to the R
Because
rating.
you damn right know that you see like half a brain
Yeah,
and like
it's-
just
when
all
they-
the
when
inside.
they
That was
committed-
straight out from game.
When they committed to the above angle
Yeah.
of just
Yes.
watching the whole thing, I was just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah,
It's the moment where he flips onto the harpy lady.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he's riding her now.
Harpy lady.
And then he throws the hat, and you're like, oh, he threw the hat. And the hat starts spinning.
You're just like,
and you're like,
And then you go, oh my God, he's
God.
going to saw that bitch in half.
and then
Yes.
you see him pretty much just like drive
Yeah,
her towards
and he
that
literally
thing.
like,
and you know what?
Oh.
They could have done it where it's from behind and he pushes her away from camera.
Yeah.
But that cuts to the other side and she comes towards camera and she just opens up as she goes past.
It
was straight out the video game, and you bet we all just went.
oh my God, my jaw was open. Like,
Flawless
That-
victory.
I think if I only had just seen that scene, I would still be so happy.
should we
My-
just rate the fatalities from top to low?
Oh, so that was number one.
That's number
Absolutely.
one by
We picked
far.
number
One
one
easily.
The one under it, I thought Jax's
Jax
was pretty good.
Jax is probably
Yeah.
What did Jax say?
'cause-
Jax said something about, these motherfuckers would do.
And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
these
Because that's when you like
fuckers
full
work.
collapse
these
their
fuckers
head,
work.
isn't it?
Yeah, so Jax
And that's
claps.
gory as hell too when it cuts back to, that's from the game as well.
Yeah.
Even the punches leading up to the clap, and then
Yeah.
he rises his arms up. Oh,
Not a
evil.
fatality, but I got super pumped when Liu Kang did the bicycle kicks.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my god, that was fucking incredible.
I mean,
They did it
You know
without
what,
it
third-
looking corny.
yeah.
third, I reckon, is the Flame Dragon.
Flame Dragon.
That's
the
pretty
only
sick.
issue
Flame
though,
Dragon,
I
yeah.
wish Flame Cabal didn't get bitten in half. I wish Cabal got bitten.
And then lit on fire.
Yeah.
But like,
and
I just want to say the
fire.
effects for that Flame Dragon were awesome.
That were cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
They did a really
They
good
cleaned
job
that
with
up
the
from the
fire.
trailer too. The trailer looked a bit weird, but they really cleaned that up.
Yeah.
What else do we have? We have.
I mean,
Goro.
Kano ripped
Yeah,
reptiles
Goro's
out.
guts spilling out.
The Kano scene I liked. Oh, Goro. Is Goro or Kano higher, do you think?
Goro.
Goro?
Wait, Kano's
Goro
fatality?
where his
Kano's when he
guts
gets
came
killed,
out.
or Kano when he
No,
kills
Kano
Reptile?
when he kills someone, obviously.
Alright, so when Kano kills Reptile,
Oh, that's just punched straight through.
yeah, I think what makes it better is Kano's
Reactions.
moment after.
And just that's the first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's the first Mortal Kombat. Also,
reference.
Reptile.
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
even talk about Reptile on a non-spoiler.
No.
That was a different take on Reptile.
The whole
legitimately-
invisibility
Very
thing, or-
reptile.
So Reptile in the games can turn invisible. That's kind of like part of his moveset, which made him weird. And he is just in the game, he's a palette swap of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. But the fact that he can turn invisible was great. They've done Lizard Reptile a couple times now in different movies, games. Whatever.
Originally, he was just green.
he's
was
green
just-
Sub-Zero
Yeah.
and green.
And then he's
Scorpion.
kind of lizard man.
Then
This,
they made him a
he's
lizard
full
man.
lizard.
In the 95 one, he's the worst design I've ever seen in my life. CG is absolutely atrocious. This one, he fucking rips.
Yeah, he looks good. So yeah, obviously we have then Kano ripping the heart out.
Yeah.
Just because
honestly,
that's like Kano busted out on screen and then doing that.
feel like-
it
I
gives
think
it
Kano
a lot.
deserved a fatality against him, and I didn't really get one.
No,
Yeah,
he
gnome
just got
to
a
the face.
just
He got a
got a gnome
comedy
in the
one.
eye. It was straight in the
I
eye.
don't think that
He
would have
got a
killed him
comedy
though.
one.
I mean, it went straight through his brain.
Did it?
It went
Yeah.
through his laser eye as well.
It was through his eye into his brain.
Ah,
Yeah.
right.
Another classic one that you said was
to
the
the
Melina
brain.
one with the hole in the middle of
Yeah,
her stomach. and
Oh,
spine.
yes. Oh, when they actually showed it, I was
Sonya.
like, yes.
Yeah, Sonya's one to Melina was great.
Yep.
What else did we have? I'm trying. Goro's.
Yeah, the Goro one where we
just
see
put a
Cole
s-
Young when he absolutely just slices his entire.
He does something to the
intestines
top
out.
of Gory, doesn't he?
He
Just
cut-
like,
cuts
He
his head
stabs
off.
him in his.
oh, cuts his
Yeah,
head
so
off.
his head
Yeah.
falls off as his guts slide out.
Yeah,
It's
and he's
beautiful.
holding onto his guts, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like with
Oh,
his like bottom arms
with his hands that are still active.
Because his top arms, he's missing a hand because he
Yeah.
got his hand.
And then
cut
his
off.
other arm's just like broken.
Yeah. Oh, that
No,
was
he
brutal.
fixes it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It dislocated and then he put it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is brutal.
So we have that. Is there any other? I shouldn't be like. Is there any other
Jax's
ones like there
arms
wasn't enough?
exploding.
That was a cool.
Yeah,
effect.
that was.
Yeah,
sick.
that's pretty much a
Yeah.
fatality. Yeah, that was
Which
pretty special.
they, it's a good little swap because Ermac did that to him in the original in the lore.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
also
they showed that in the trailer, but it definitely went a bit deeper in the film.
Yeah,
when
definitely.
when his arms were really
Oh my
cracking
God.
and there was
Oh.
blood and
Sorry, the
you
close-up-
really like felt that.
Close up
Yeah.
afterwards where you see the bone marrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
and even initially when Sonya goes to visit him as he's like in the
He's
mid,
just stumped.
he's just
Yeah,
like
it's just stumped. Yeah.
Stumpy
He's like
boy.
the ice quarter ice.
Now the
mines."
one when I said we all agreed on the best fatality. Now the moment that is in my head that we should all agree on is the dinner scene. That's
Oh,
like my
dinner scene's
favorite.
great.
That's like
Yeah,
one of my
that's
other.
great.
That's the other favorite moment because that's like Kano trying to. What? How did they define?
I mean, we all knew they were pushing Kano.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get,
of course.
Yeah.
But
It gets
they're
obvious
just
after a
calling,
point.
Yeah.
They just like you have Kung Lao and
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang just like ripping on him.
Yeah,
like
just
they're
roasting him,
they're just
yeah.
telling him his shit and like how he
'Cause they know
sucks
it will trigger
and all this
Kano.
thing and like he's
Dude.
Kano's getting real mad and then
Kung
he
Lao with the egg roll.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, it starts
great.
off with the egg roll,
Yeah.
and then like obviously like, but like Kano's little swap as soon as he gets the laser eye, he's like, oh,
I'm fucking best.
Yeah.
And he's like, I knew I'd get mine first.
Yeah.
What does he say first? Like when he
You
sees it?
beauty or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But
Yeah,
he's like,
and-
that's fucking cool.
Yeah. And then he's like, laser beam, way better than a fucking
like
fireball.
because
Yeah, yeah,
earlier he's
yeah.
like, oh, what can I shoot? Can I shoot flame? Will I be able to shoot
No, he
flames?
calls him a pussy. He's like, way better than a fireball, you pussy. That's what it was.
I love. It was those moments where I was going, Kano's still a bad guy because if he was a good guy, he wouldn't be saying like derogatory terms like that.
And he was so impressed by the
God.
fireballs just a minute earlier
Yeah.
as well.
But yeah.
100%.
But like we talking about Kano, like, just every time he was on screen and had lines,
Yeah.
it was you had the cinema love. Like I said in
just
the
steals the
spoiler
whole
free,
show.
Yeah,
I said it-
everyone laughed at Kano.
Yeah.
like we said in the spoiler free review, like it was like a lot of people. I feel like it was a lot because we know people that talk like that.
I'd love to know what that grandma thought.
Oh yeah, we saw a very old lady.
There was a very old lady in the front
One
of
of
the
those
line.
like old, you know, those like old movie reviewers who are
Yeah.
still in the game and they write for like the advertiser and shit.
Obviously, she's been playing Mortal Kombat since she was like 16 at the arcade, and she's like the biggest fan there.
I would love
right?
to know her thoughts on the initial when Mortal Kombat came out. If they were like, "This is too violent,"
Yeah.
but then they cancel that.
Oh, you turned me down, not you.
I was gonna say, what's going on? Alex can't talk.
Hey, there he is.
I was
back.
gonna say, didn't Mortal Kombat come out in 99 too? The first one,
First one, let me double check.
like the
and see.
first ever arcade game.
first Mortal Kombat, I think came out in 99 too.
Mortal Kombat
Good.
1, 1992.
Very nice.
Oh, maybe I should swap to for games dates, not
Yeah.
movie dates.
Yeah, true.
No, I looked that up the other day. That's why I know. Because I was like,
he wants
Dad,
to, he wants to impress.
I was just like,
wanted to
Dad,
brag.
did you ever play Mortal Kombat? And I'm like, probably not 92.
92 was like
yeah.
maybe like 20s, 30s.
Yeah. So, what else did we love about the film? All right. I mean, excluding Kano, who
Excluding
was our
Kano.
favorite character?
Oh.
I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see.
Do you need me
Kung-
to tell
Kung
you?
Lao.
Obviously, Kung Lao.
Yeah.
I'm Team Kung Lao.
So-
I love it. I love it. Just like the rim around that, like
Yeah.
like draws his
So-
fingers around the hat
so-
all the time.
And
Kung Lao, fantastic. His entrance.
entrance.
oh yeah, like
Entrance.
He
game.
teleports up from the ground, catches a hat in his head, and then lands and's ready to fight.
I honestly thought
Like
the
the start of
moment
the
that
game.
happened, and then I was watching out throughout the rest of the film, and then by the end of the film, I was like, that bit of animation was the best bit of animation in the whole film.
Yep.
But Liu Kang, man, like I'm a Liu Kang
You're a Liu
player.
Kang man.
I'm a Liu Kang player, especially in Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang's my guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bicycle kick, great.
Oh my
Fatality, fucking great.
So, other video game reference we have to mention when Liu Kang fights Kano
Yeah.
and he keeps doing leg sweep.
Yeah.
And he's like, is that the only thing you know? And then he
Yeah.
jumps and he's like, haha. And then
And
he
he
hits him
leg sweeps
again.
again.
It is like you're watching yourself play and
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
around.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
just doing the same
like,
move.
I got such a laugh from people because people knew that it
That-
was exactly what everyone
That
does
was
in
the
the game.
most genuine like video game moment because that is literally like you sit there clicking the same move and that's
Yeah.
what they
Yeah.
were showing because like he just does it
So
3
Yeah.
times.
So just anything any Kano reaction in the film was just top notch.
What
He touches his shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
What-
the best.
what-
Like Liu Kang goes for this just mini kind of DM moment.
He's
Just like,
like,
we'll find out. You know, like
What's
it's just kind of
the fuck?
emotional. Yeah.
What's everyone's like favorite bit of CG? Because
The ice, Sub-Zero.
so
ice
the
is
thing
incredible.
is, because I said it to you in the car, I reckon it was in the trailer, but it's the whole when Sub-Zero stabs Scorpion,
Blood.
Oh, he
freezes the
freezes
blood,
the
then
blood.
uses it as a dagger, and then throws him through the wall.
This
It's
is-
just a sick sequence, and it looks good. Also, like him
fucking
forming the blade, because then you
Yep.
get the extra little bit where it's like a little bit of the corner
Yeah.
sort of coming out.
So them showing the final fight in the film in the trailer, I wasn't even mad when it came to the film.
Yeah, when
Nah,
the
never.
film kept going, I was like, oh, that's gonna be the final one. Okay.
And you know what? It's one of those films where, I mean, I'm sure some people are going to be disappointed that Scorpion only appears in the beginning and the end. But I didn't care.
Nah, he's in it more than the 95 film.
but I like
Scorpion's OP, so if he was in the whole thing,
Yeah.
He just teleport.
yeah.
I feel like
Fight
the anticipation to see Scorpion as well
Yeah.
is
Do you reckon he is a
great.
Scorpio?
Yeah, surely.
Sagittarius.
But I think it's the anticipation. Like you know he's coming.
Yeah.
Like you're wondering how he's gonna like just start appearing.
Honestly, because we saw it in the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, so Scorpion's clearly going to get into this. I was honestly terrified that they were going to have it that Cole Young, like, he gets lit on fire and then he becomes
you
Scorpion.
see,
I was terrified.
I thought they.
I was talking about this to Michael. I thought Cole's
I thought they
his
did him-
special power was going to be Cole
like
becoming
summons
Scorpion.
Brayden.
Becoming
Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
See, like
so did
I thought they did him dirty because his was pretty horrible.
Yeah,
because he has the
He's got a-
absorb.
He got a suit.
No, no, he had like the
His
absorb
baton things look
punches.
bad when they first showed him. I'll
Yeah.
admit they look like toys.
But like he had this absorb punch, and he only uses it once against Gore, like the return
Yeah,
energy sort of thing.
uppercut.
And then he gets like the things, and I'm like, yeah, cool, stabby. But it's like, where's like the cool, like just stupid esque
Yeah.
something like
Yeah, I thought he was gonna flame up.
I was
Flame on.
So legitimately, when it happened, I went, "Oh, that's a smart idea for an MMA fighter." And they've set him up as this
Yeah,
guy who's
yeah.
a punching bag.
That makes
And I was like, "Okay, thematically and writing wise, on paper, this is excellent."
Yeah.
And then you get to the costume design, and you're like, "Eh," and then
Oh,
he
wh-
has his like baton things,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Oh, okay." And then when they were doing the hits were creating energy,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's like a Black Panther suit,
Yeah.
like, and he's gonna do like an explosion or something."
And he only did it once.
And he doesn't
who
even
said
do
to
that.
him? Who said to
Yeah.
him, "Oh, cool suit"? Who said that to him? Was it his daughter?
His sister.
Yeah, is the
Was
daughter.
that
daughter,
his sister?
yeah.
That was his wife, right?
Yeah, it was his daughter.
Wife
yeah.
and daughter.
Daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter says cool suit.
Yeah, when she's like, "Cool suit," I was like, "Was it?"
yeah, they don't have any
Like
other
I saw the
questions.
suit forming, and I thought the reason I thought it was a bit screwy because it looked like the wrap on the
Yeah, I thought it was gonna
handle
be
of the
the-
little I don't know what they're called, the little dagger thing.
The
Oh, the
gardening
dagger
tool.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, like
it was
it
a
looks
gardening
like every
tool.
like
Yeah.
every vision he has, like he has a vision of that the wrap going around that,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's like the suit like was resembling that. So I was like, we're gonna get like a not Scorpion, but like Scorpion hybrid sort of thing. Like
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah.
like resemble Scorpion or something. Like just do something, but.
He grows a beard.
Was there any CGI that stood out to you guys?
I turned you down because I'm going to come help you with your mic.
Was there any CGI that like stood out as like not good for you guys?
Oh, what wasn't good in CGI? I'm trying to think of. There was moments early on. I remember something that wasn't great, but honestly, like I can't even really think of anything that stood out as shocking.
Like I feel like for a movie that relied very heavily on CGI,
Yeah.
it was pretty like it was I feel like it was pretty solid the entire way through.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty much,
like
yeah.
obviously there was like gonna be little tiny bits of like, oh, this could have been better, but like there was a lot of CGI to get through, and I feel like
Yeah.
the main big things that they need to do CGI, like with the ice and the fire dragon,
All
and like
amazing.
the fatalities and stuff, they were really good. It's just nitpicking at like little
Yeah.
moments.
Jax's arms maybe could have. I thought they looked.
His original arms were
Yeah, it's-
good.
I thought his original arms looked better than his new arms.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
His new arms?
I thought they made
didn't
more
wow
sense in the
me.
world.
Yeah, they made more.
yeah.
They made sense.
Also,
of how
they put
it-
that in the trailer too. That he got.
They did.
We only saw his new arms in the
Yeah,
trailer.
that was true.
Yeah.
I thought.
So that's
yeah,
like I
he
was waiting
gonna
for his
get-
like new arms. I was wondering
I
how
think
like
we all,
same.
I think we all could have called what his special ability was going to be.
Did now?
I
here's
didn't know
the-
his
the new
arms were
arms.
going to upgrade.
Here's
Ah,
the
okay.
thing.
No.
In the trailer, in the trailer, in all the shots, doesn't Kano have his glowing eye?
In some of them, he's always got
Sure.
the scar from Reptile.
Yeah, he's always
But
got
I mean,
scar,
that's
but I
obviously
thought
is Kano,
I
so-
thought in
That's the
the
biggest change to him is that it's not a mechanical eye; it's just his eye.
Yeah, I was shocked at
Yeah.
that. I was
Did you-
waiting.
did we like
for-
that?
I was.
It's fine.
I
Yeah.
mean, like
thought
not,
It's
it doesn't
such a
need
minor change from the game.
Yeah,
Where
and
I'm
it's
cool
like
with
it's
it.
not like zoom in on it. They literally just show a red dot in his eye. Like it's not like they zoom in on it and you can tell.
And I'm
or
very
anything.
happy he had the heel turn.
When 100%.
Yeah.
When Kano didn't have a mechanical eye when his laser came out, I was like, no. When he didn't get his laser eye, when Reptile scratched him,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're gonna like go to like a high tech facility that is fixing Jax.
That's what I
I
thought.
And
thought
then
Jax
he's
was
gonna get an
definitely-
eye
yeah.
then.
I thought Jax was going to be fixed in a high tech facility. I think we all thought.
See,
that.
I was wondering what was
Yeah.
going to, because like obviously we only see him like on the floor after fighting Sub-Zero, and I was like gonna wonder how he got to here. The thing I was like, when they're going to find is it Raiden?
Yeah, Raiden.
Yeah,
Raiden.
Raiden.
Why do you say Don?
I had no idea. Raiden.
Lord Raiden.
Raiden.
Like when they go to find his temple and like they crest the hill and like it's just more normal hills. It's just like it's in the shape of his hat, and I'm like, you betcha. They just scoured every location in SA, and it's like, wait, that one looks like his hat. We're using it.
Yeah.
We're using it.
I was so hyped though when Raiden appeared in the beginning of the film.
Yeah, Raiden's great.
I was just like, he's a character I love to play as.
His lightning looked
everyone loves
amazing.
Raiden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't talked about that. His lightning was really cool.
Yeah, he's
The
like,
teleports were awesome. They just reminded me straight of
Oh,
the missions in the game.
I noticed- I noticed-
Raiden's teleporting people around.
the scene where Cole's holding Liu Kang back just after he's watching Kung Lao
Yeah.
get sucked. There's scenes you can see the lightning move past Liu Kang.
I love that.
And then his face disappears behind the other side of the lightning.
It was that
Really?
tiny
Teleporting.
bit of effort. It was
That's
amazing.
cool.
It really stuck out.
Because
Yeah.
they pulled all that off. The part I was gonna say earlier, the one bit of CGI I noticed was right at the start. He stabbed someone in the head, and he clearly just struck like way away from his head.
Yeah.
And the CGI blade looks a little weird. It was like
Oh,
half a
who's that
second. I
with?
noticed. The first scene in Japan.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
other than that,
Yeah.
it worked. Like there's no silly moments.
This
Like,
movie had. That's the one thing. How the hell did this movie pull off everything it did without one single moment being silly?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
When
like,
you get a moment where after the most brutal fatality in the film, Kung Lao wipes away the blood off his corner and he goes, flawless victory. And it's not cheesy as
Yeah.
fuck.
I don't know if that's not because everyone is like, oh, like
So
you
hyped
know,
for it?
or it's just.
I mean,
'cause- yeah,
it's like, it's corny and it's very like in your face.
This
But,
is
like,
fan. It's fan service.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
whole-
fan
But-
service.
You're giving me
Yeah.
the nostalgia berries and keep just feed them all
Yeah.
to me.
But you're giving me good. You give me good
Exactly.
CGI
No,
berries.
here's
You
the-
give
yeah,
me
here's
good
the thing.
choreographed
These are good
action
member
berries
berries.
as well. Like
the thing with it is none of it's forced. It all fits like within the moment and everything. Like none of it was just like out of nowhere. It's like, well, why did he say that? Like it was all like very. Oh, this is like in this moment of the game. This would have been said, or like everything like that. So it's like
Yeah.
it all fit. None of it was just like thrown at your face to please or anything.
Yeah, and they managed. It didn't feel like we were in this kind of fight game world and we're in this like reality. It's all together, and it just works. Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah. Sorry, it wasn't. You know, it all kind of came together. It didn't feel separated. That when they were fighting, it was like this fantasy. You know what I mean?
just honestly, I just can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, fucking like I said, this is opposite to HBO Max with Godzilla vs Kong, and I'm sorry to mention that in this review. But it's just I'm so envious that Americans can just watch this on Friday and they can
Watch it
the
whenever
movie,
they want.
and then we'll watch it again.
Yeah.
and watch it again.
Go back and watch their favorite scenes.
Yeah, and we just have to. I mean, I'm like totally fine
With supporting the industry.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm thinking about not using my free ticket to go pay to go see
Ooh.
this movie
Yeah,
just to
look,
give it the bucks.
Like I've never been like big into fighting games. Like I've known Mortal, like you know Mortal Kombat.
Everyone
Like
knows
when a
Mortal
new
Kombat,
game
yeah.
came out, I'd be the sort of person like, oh, let's watch a compilation of all the fatalities. Let's see how brutal they are.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not into fighting games, so I didn't go out and play it. Like I've played it at people's houses and stuff.
Yeah.
But like so with this, like I couldn't sit there and point out everything. Like I knew some of the characters like just by playing the game and being alive. But existing and being a bit of a nerd.
Shout out to the like little Easter eggs as well. Like,
Nightwolf was a photo on the board.
Nightwolf, Baraka.
Yeah,
Nightwolf's the Indian one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice.
Native
it.
American.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Native American.
Technically, right title, maybe not. It's
It's
politically
Native
correct.
It's Native American.
putting it bluntly.
Native American.
Yeah. I remember I used to play him in
Cherokee.
Mortal Kombat X because he had a really annoying gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, that's why Striker was my go-to in Mortal Kombat 9 because like it's just one movie, you're like,
yeah, that was like playing him.
and Scorpion, you just go, you just go down left X,
Yep. Just swap from side to side,
And
side
then-
to side.
Up, if you know Mortal Kombat, uppercut takes so much fucking damage.
Scorpion's uppercut
Yeah.
in the film.
Oh,
It wasn't Scorpion, it was Cole. But Scorpion is famous for the flame uppercut.
yeah. So there was also an
Cole
uppercut.
had his uppercut.
Yeah, there was Scorpion did an uppercut to at the very beginning of the film, where in the flashback to Baihan's nuts, like
Oh yeah.
like Johnny Cage would.
Yeah.
I was gonna. Speaking of which,
Yeah. Oh, the ending.
the tease at the end when it's like when
The belt. He had
I
Cage
thought-
on the belt.
I thought they were just gonna leave it at where you going. Hollywood.
Yeah.
And that was going to be it.
Yeah, we all
and
know.
then they walk past the poster, and the poster is so 80s
Yeah.
action
It just
star,
says Johnny
garish.
Cage. It's like Courageous Cage or something.
Yeah.
And then just Cage, you see his belt Cage.
Oh my
were
God.
you expecting as like them to?
I
drop
thought they were going to reveal the actor.
the actor?
Yeah, I thought you might
Dude,
as well.
I thought it was panning up for a sec, and then when it
Yeah.
wasn't, I was like, oh, okay.
that's fine.
That
I'm still happy with
makes
that.
sense.
Quickly, who do we want if they were now? Obviously, I really hope people like and they go and support this movie because I absolutely want a sequel.
So,
Yeah.
things-
But like finishing the thought from before, obviously not playing the games. Like obviously wasn't going in like expecting
Knowing
all these
everything.
things, and like like the one for Taylor Swift, like that always comes to mind is the like the bandsaw one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was in it. I'm pleased.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite one that I've seen, and it's great.
Yeah.
And but like going into this, like obviously I didn't have the nostalgia for Mortal Kombat or
Yeah.
couldn't point out all this stuff. But it blew me away, and like it makes me kind of want to go play the game so I can like know a bit more of the characters and the story as well.
So play X first.
Yeah.
I personally like X more than 11.
Just do 10 and 11.
Just to go. Oh yeah, you can't really get 9. I'd
Deadly
say
Alliance, guys.
Fuck off.
Deadly Alliance.
Fuck off.
Xbox.
No. Deadly
that
Alliance
was the
is
last
so
one. Was that the
Deadly
last one of the other studio's time with Mortal Kombat?
Oh, man.
I can't remember the name.
There's
but
so
'cause
many
NetherRealm,
terrible
Isn't it?
ones.
Deadly Alliance is the Xbox one.
NetherRealm came in with 9 and they took over the continuity and they remade the first 3.
Yeah.
It just 9 starts with Brayden having a flashback, like getting a vision for everything that happened in the other games of them all dead, and he's just like, we have to change the timeline. So we go through 1, 2, and 3 again. He sacrifices instead of letting Liu Kang die, he lets Kung Lao die instead.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just so good because it's just them in the start of their game being like, hey, you know all those other games and the big story they
doing
set
it
up?
again.
This shit's fucked.
But
We're
it's
doing it
NetherRealm.
again.
Like their content. I really love the NetherRealm storyline.
Oh my
and
God.
honestly, if these keep being this good and keep making money, if we can fucking get to the point where we have Jackie Briggs, if we can have Cassie Cage,
So
if we
all
can
we-
have
Let's see a
that,
Raiden fight.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So
Raiden
all
fight.
we
yeah,
need,
that's really what I want to
Yeah,
see.
all we need is 3 films.
yeah.
Because this second one, we introduced Johnny Cage, we introduced a couple of other people, and we have.
Well, we didn't see the
have
big baddie. Like his name
Shao
dropped
Kahn
once.
is not in the film.
Don't have Shao Kahn.
He was name dropped once.
Name drop once, and you see a big statue of him.
Yeah, that's it.
So I mean, if we get a sequel, I want to see Ermac, I want to see Smoke, I want to see Noob Cyborg.
I think we'll definitely get that
Yeah,
because
'cause he's
obviously
gonna be-
Sub-Zero
yeah.
died.
I want to see the other Sub-Zero now.
Yeah, new Sub-Zero.
Yeah, his brother. Who else am I forgetting? Just quickly, the games.
I want a reference when we
Striker, bring
I want a
Striker. in.
Raiden fight.
When we
Yeah,
meet
Raiden needs a
when
fight.
we meet Johnny Cage, I want a reference to mocap. I want a reference to mocap so I want someone in the background of a shot as they're passing through Hollywood like film sets and everything. I just want one shot in the background where this one dude's in a latex suit with big ping pong balls on him and he's just fighting.
Right now, I
Great.
can only think of the characters from the new games, like the new generation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also
They
like,
reference Baraka and stuff like that. Like it'd be
Oh,
cool to
Baraka,
bring
we'll
them
get
back.
Baraka, absolutely. Who like villains? We didn't get Scarlet. We haven't got Jade. We haven't got Katana yet. Like,
Let's have a look. Who else?
give
can
us
we get?
all of them.
There's a lot of be-titted women that we haven't seen yet.
Oh yes.
I was gonna say real no women in this film at all.
Mortal Kombat 11 went back to make sure not to make them be titted.
Okay, I was going to say, is it possible to have some of the other female characters in the movie without it being...
They have done new
Mortal
ones
Kombat
now.
11. Their costumes are way more.
Okay,
numb.
They're way
that's
better.
nice. That's good.
Kotal Khan is the one that I'm thinking.
Kotal
He's
Khan.
the big Aztec warrior.
He was the in 11.
He's
He's
blind guy?
yeah.
oh Kenshi.
Kenshi, yeah.
Kenshi. He was one of my favorite people in not X. The other was he in X?
Kenshi. Kenshi was in 9 as well.
9. He was one of my favorite. He had. Look up later. I'll show you to Kenshi's fatality in 9 had one of the sickest fatalities. I'm pretty sure he just spins his sword in the air and pushes them, and they just chop up into little pieces.
So good. We'll totally see like people like Aaron Black and Jade and stuff. It'd be very cool to see on the enemy
Oh,
side.
Aaron Black would be sick. He's a cowboy looking dude.
Be very cool to see Devora, who's the
Yeah.
the hive mind of bugs that inhabit
They
a human
introduced
body.
her in, yeah.
and then obviously with the third one, then we can get the kids in. Like we start bringing in these new people.
Yeah.
They've got so much potential. It's going to be awesome.
Because even the villain in this one, like, he's still out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still sucking souls.
Yeah.
Still doing the suck.
He's having a good suck.
Well, I think we've talked about the video game, the movies,
Yeah,
the
we talked
spoilers,
about everything.
What else is there? It's
I
just,
mean, there's nothing. I mean, fatalities are
that's
great.
it.
We
It
talked
comes
about
off. Yeah. Okay, that's beautiful.
So
I
other than
just showed
so,
you
One of his costumes.
so you guys,
That's his costume. That's it.
so across the board, who'd you show?
Mocap.
Okay. So across the board, favorite fatality was
Kung Lao's.
Shang-Chi. Oh, Kung Lao? Shang-Chi. No,
Kung Lao.
That's
Fuck
the
me.
new one coming out.
Kung Lao.
We're
Kung-
talking about Shang-Chi on the show tomorrow night.
Yep. Kung Lao had the best fatality.
Yeah.
Best character other than Kano. Obviously, Kano, number one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
by far.
it's Liu Kang for me.
Yeah.
Kung
Kung
Lao.
Lao. Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao, yeah.
Kung Lao? Okay. I'm,
But,
I'm just, I'm just a Liu Kang fan.
Kang
But
was
like
fine
I
as
like
well.
I feel like I like them both because like obviously one you see a little bit more and like he's the one that kind of gives you a little bit of stuff, but then Kung Lao comes in and just kind of is awesome.
Yeah.
I was
I
just
like least favorite characters, all like Cole.
Yeah.
Cole and Sonya.
He
Yeah.
was
Cole
just
and
he was
Sonya,
just a bit weak like delivery wise and
Yeah.
stuff.
He had
And-
the epic moment with Goro, but there were better.
But like I
epic
feel
honestly-
like that also builds up to a second one. Like obviously each
True.
time
We're
he's
gonna
going to
see
be a
more.
bit better and
We're
like
going to see more from him.
I honestly feel like, I feel like Sonya got a little bit like, a bit undercut in this film. I think they definitely had a lot more potential with her.
Yeah, there could be more.
I'm glad she got her fight though with Kano.
She did.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Multiple,
that was good.
and she kicked Kano's ass in both of the fights.
And they did do that because she said she lived that house her whole life, and then she's
Yeah.
kind of using the rooms and the floor. And
yeah, that was smart.
that was a
and I
kind
thought
of
she had a really
play
fun.
it.
I actually thought her joke funny when she was like, "No, look at this piece of shit
Yeah.
I live in. I don't have to live in."
Kano's
Yeah.
like,
I thought that was funny.
Although
Kano's
he was
like, oh,
easily
yeah.
in earshot though. That's
Yeah.
the only bit.
Yeah, he just walked in the open door
Yeah.
directly next to them. Yeah, there's a couple things like
So overall, I'm pretty sure just in
Scorpion
case,
speaking English.
yeah.
just in case you didn't watch the spoiler-free review, I gave it 3.5.
I gave
Michael?
it 3.5.
I gave it a 4.
3.5.
Yeah, we all like Mortal
But-
Kombat.
but
Video
Big-
game score, it gets 5.
But
Like,
big
yeah.
fat love heart right next to
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, keen to go
and
see
then
it
I
again.
cut
Can't
the
wait
love
to go
heart in
see it
half with a bandsaw hat.
At some point,
there's lots of blood.
we need to have a Mortal Kombat 11 game night.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Need to have a
Actually.
that wouldn't be
night.
fair.
I would suck.
Wouldn't be fair at all.
It'd
be fun.
I'd be
though.
the dude spamming one button, not knowing how to block properly.
Dude, that's how you play Mortal Kombat.
You would have me going, no, use this attack here because if they block it, it's 3 frames less to recover.
Alex will know all that shit. Yeah, 100%.
Mortal Kombat 11 goes all into like frames for
Okay,
fighting.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
this move takes 6 frames. This one takes 13.
Yeah.
There are like you watch like esports people.
Yeah,
Holy
it
fuck.
goes deep. I know.
Yeah. So yeah, you just can't be Liu Kang because I'm Liu Kang.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed Mortal Kombat with us. Let us know your thoughts below.
do
Let us
so.
know everything. Hit us up. Check out the main episode where we're going to be talking about the new Shang-Chi trailer and a bunch of other stuff. We've got over 100 episodes of the main show. Go find those. Go watch our review for Godzilla vs. Kong if you haven't. Because
Let's get this
it's a
one
spicy
over.
one.
Let's get our Mortal Kombat spoiler-free review over that.
I doubt it.
Hey.
We can hope.
We
Working
want
dream.
1 million likes.
A million likes in this video, and guess what? We will saw Michael in half.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
boy.
sure.
I don't consent.
I don't think we can legally say
Honestly, if one of these videos does well, we'll do something with Mortal Kombat. We'll do a Mortal Kombat games night, and we'll have the loser gets a fun fatality theme punishment.
We're gonna saw Michael in half.
Yeah, like if it's just like a bucket of ice dumped on them,
Oh,
if
there
it's
you go.
a shot of spicy things,
Yeah.
if you lose a scorpion, we'll do something.
I like it.
Yeah.
We're going to cut your arms off.
Yeah, if you lose this Baraka, we just stab you.
Yeah, that's all you do.
Makes sense.
Thank you all
Oh,
for
if you lose against Johnny Cage, you're screwed.
Yeah, we're gonna shove an
I don't
award
wanna
in
know
your
about
ass.
Reptile.
because you get nut punched.
Oh, yeah. Thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to check us out on everything we do. And as always, I'm Alex,
I'm Michael.
I'm Brayden.
I'm Christian.
and we're out of here.